Greetings, sirs and madams. I'm Traffic Zero, and again, we're not playing video games, so I just wanted to show you guys the last thing I did before I have to give this thing away. So here we have the Pine Buster. So this is a gift for my younger sister. She has a horrible crush on Cloud Strife for whatever reason. I don't really see the appeal in that guy, but I will admit his sword is pretty cool. So, yeah, this is a miniature to scale version. Not exact by any means. Yeah, pretty much it's just 3 feet in total in length. Handles 10 inches. I'm not going to convert that to metric for you non-Americans, because I'm an American. I don't know how to do the conversions. So yeah, it's made of pine, and the thing I was trying to do with it was I was trying to make it look as woody as possible. So yeah, the main board is pine. It's select pine, and I pretty much just picked a piece that had an interesting wood grain to it, so it would just look very wooden. The center bar is made out of poplar, and like this poplar board was originally like just a really beautiful like wood piece, but when I added the stain to kind of darken the wood, it got really blotchy, and now it's not pretty anymore. So I am very sad about that. Yeah, so this thing was just a lot of experimentation. I haven't done any metal work before, which is why this looks so bad. Yeah, it's okay. So this was a brass sheet that I kind of I used a scratch technique to kind of fold it along a straight line. So yeah, you kind of have fold it into a square shape and then glued on. I kind of use Gorilla Glue for all the adhesive stuff because it dries clear. And then the rings on the handle they're a thinner brass sheet. You can see some tooth marks from like my clamps because yeah, honestly I needed more hands than I had to kind of get them into shape. Maybe I'll try a different technique to get those on there next time. And this is a red paracord wrap. I learned yesterday that paracord is short for parachute cord, so that's new. I will say the handle it came out very comfortable. It's this thing it just feels really nice in the hand. I regret not making one for myself, so I'm very sad about that now. But yeah, it handles pretty fantastic. So yeah, I essentially made it out of pine because my little sister has thin noodle arms because she's kind of the model type instead of me being like a big gorilla. So yeah, I sought to make this as lightweight as possible to not make her miserable. And the engravings on here are reduced. It's not exactly similar to the original Buster sword. So there's an reduced number, so it doesn't look as busy. And the reason the lines even came out so dark was when I was adding the my brain is not working anymore. When I was adding the wood stain, yeah, it just the stain just kind of seeped into the grooves. It kind of colored it the exact same way we do panel lining for Gunpla, so that was pretty amusing to me. And probably the neatest part is the gems, quote-unquote gems I did for the materia on here. And I didn't want to drill holes through the damn thing, so they're just glued on. And yeah, the effect I got on this was pretty interesting. Let's see if I can catch the light on there. Yeah, do you guys see that? So there's a bit of a opalescent effect on there. I think that's the right word. So I used these clear blue glass gems, and yeah, by themselves they don't have that super lighting effect thing, but I saw this this faux leather cloth ribbon at the hobby store, and it's you see it's got that insane rainbow effect on it. Yeah, so I just have that underneath the glass gem, and together they make this like a pretty awesome lighting effect. And yeah, I fucking love opals. They're my favorite gemstones. So yeah, that's another reason why I use Gorilla Glue, because it dries clear, so that those two things can work together to make that lighting effect. So yeah, yeah, so I used a stain to do, yeah, just darken the dark parts. The sharpened, quote unquote, sharpened blade is, there's no stain on there, so it's the lighter wood. But yeah, I really like the way this thing turned out. I wish I didn't freehand so much of it. But yeah, it feels great in the hand. Of course, it's made of pine, so display only. You cannot strike anybody with this. It'll probably break after like one hit. But yeah, it turned out pretty great. The poplar, I wish I had put... yeah, there's like a preparatory step before you put the stain on there, which I didn't do. Like the pine didn't need it as much, but yeah, this part did. Yeah, so the poplar board actually runs all the way like down the handle, so it's actually fairly strong. But yeah, I guess we'll call this thing done. Yeah, it took me about a week and a lot of experimentation, but it was a pretty fun project, and I think it turned out pretty nice. So yeah, I guess that's it for now, and we'll see you next time.